Coming up next, was Bigfoot ready for his close-up?
He walks right past camera at a distance that is really good to excite people, but not really close enough to actually maybe verify anything.
And then this beast turns and looks at the camera, and we all were like, Bigfoot was the legend.
Tracking down Bigfoot when Myths and Legends returns. It is one of the most famous amateur films ever made. In October of 1967, Yakima, Washington residents Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin returned home from a trip to Bluff Creek, California with an amazing discovery: visual evidence of Bigfoot.
Who doesn't know about this footage? It's the famous grainy footage that made us believe in monsters.
When you look at the Patterson film, you're going to be disoriented because there's a lot of camera shake. But midway through the film, suddenly Patterson stops and he manages to get a fairly steady picture of the Bigfoot. And that's when the Bigfoot turns and looks at Patterson.
He walks right past camera at a distance that is really good to excite people, but not really close enough to actually maybe verify anything. It's such a great mystery that we're talking about it 40 years later.
Chances are, when you think of Bigfoot, you think of Patterson's film. But did Roger Patterson really prove the existence of Bigfoot? Or did he, with the help of these men, engineer one of the most imaginative hoaxes in American history?
Isn't it a little odd that this dude who wanted to go capture a photograph of Bigfoot, a mythical creature which most likely doesn't even exist, nails it on his first time out?
Author Greg Long also thinks it's human, but not in the same way. Long asserts in his 2004 book, The Making of Bigfoot, that the subject of Patterson's film is just a human being in a modified gorilla suit. Long even tracked down the men who claim to have made and worn the suit.
My name is Bob, or Robert Hieronymus. I was the man that was in the Bigfoot suit in 1967. Roger came up with this scheme, and he needed somebody that was probably pretty big and stout. He needed somebody that he could trust, and he come and asked me if I would do it for $1,000, and never tell anybody.
Hieronymus says in October of 1967, he was instructed to meet Patterson and Gimlin at Bluff Creek.
We got up there, and they helped me put the suit on. We kind of rehearsed it, stand right here. When I say go, you start walking across through this creek bed, and told me to turn and look at the camera as I at a certain place there. He showed me how he wanted me to walk, which people say I walk that way anyway. We took one take through there, and that was it. Philip Morris Costumes in North Carolina made the suit for Roger and sent it out there, and then Roger modified it the way he wanted.
When I sent the suit to Roger Patterson, he made numerous changes in it.
It wasn't long before Morris saw his suit again on TV.
He took this picture of Bigfoot walking right through the forest. As soon as I saw the suit, I recognized it immediately.
Whether you believe it or not, it's a cool mystery. And it's one of those perfect examples of never letting the facts get in the way of a good story.